Hello folks and welcome back to Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. Last time we did, the whole week was essentially one big mission when we had to kill off 3 captains, and we did. We successfully managed to kill off 3 captains. At the moment, Archangel is in the Slim String Trainer, so I'm currently gaining 60% of the experience we're doing. So we're kind of working on that. We have potentially 2 missions to do first. And Ghost is currently recovering from injuries in the safe house, as well as Slim Detox is 12 hours from being done. So we're going to let that tick over, I think. Done that. Good. So here, so this is what it is. We put somebody in here. Available detox events. Once a merc completes their time of the bench, their stress will be reduced. That's good to know. That's fantastic. Yep, I'm all happy with that. That's very good. Hang on, if we just check here again, I didn't actually check something. It says, yes, so it's a 10% stress reduction. Yeah, per treatment. With no how people stress levels. 20%, 20%, 30%, 30%, 20%, 40% because you went in, you would have been 30 but you went in the machine. 40% as well for you, Bell. And Rhino's on 20%, so maybe we put someone in there. However, we do have a couple of things first. We might wait, we'll see, we'll do these 2 conversations first. And see what they are, and see if we can get any missions done before Archangel leaves the Slim Scene Trainer, because that means we get, you can push a bit more experience through. Because we still have the loophole heist in 8 days. That's the big important one we have to do. If we do that successfully, supposedly, it wipes out our debt to Octane. Because we chose to side with Octane against the Ghoul. At least, we chose not to side with the Ghoul against Octane. We have to either pay off the debt the old-fashioned way, or do the mission. Anywho, that task is just finished. So we are going to keep clearing rooms out, I think. As well, right? The game keeps patching, so I'm to keep tracking of things that patch. Every week I record, and every week there's a new patch, so there's always new things to be doing here. However, okay, let's before that finishes, let's have these conversations and see what's set up here. Let's see what we can get out of these conversations before we do anything here. So this is a new conversation. I might be on the edge of forging a German connection to this town. I need your help. Okay, so do we know who that is? If we go to our contacts, who is that? That is... yes. Owen Tolan, who do we have here? An independent one who is attracted to Blur. Okay, so we get, so, yeah, and then we also have a conversation with someone else. With Dr. Ash, who's currently, my source leaked an Ultratech Matrix host storing valuable biodata. Okay, so this definitely looks like a meeting. This is about getting to a Matrix host from Ultratech. This definitely sounds like a meeting. The other one might be just legwork, so let's do this first. I might be on the edge of forging the German connection in this town. I just need your help. The newly landed Warner Brown leaderships are strangers in a strange town. They're looking for someone to feel comfortable. Somewhere to feel comfortable, safe. Somewhere to relax a little and let their guard down. And maybe most importantly, somewhere to grow their fledgling collection to the new Boston underworld. And what, have a few drinks and dance into the lights? Who doesn't want that, Blur? So you think your club can be that space, Owen? If you were a fixture there, Blur, it could be I know it could be the place. Okay, fair enough. They are playing into the fact that Owen's attracted to Blur, fair enough. I managed to get their attention and a few of the Warner Brown mid-levels have come by. But if the right whispers got around about who frequents my club, the face of a rising Cyber Knight, that could seal the deal. You wouldn't want me, the actual Cyber Knight? Are you just trying to get Blur to come and party with you at your club? Hang on. You wouldn't want me, the actual Cyber Knight? This approach asks for a lighter touch, and if your face is popping bottles with power players in the other world, you must be nearby, right? But you're a whisper in a rumor. A whisper in a promise. I get to be the proof that Owen can deliver. A little time off to work the network and make some new connections. Relax, it sounds wonderful. If we commit Blur to a stint at the club, we have a chance to set up 2 other mercenaries. We have a chance to send up to 2 other mercenaries. If we are not ready, choose to delay before committing Blur to legwork. Let's preview the options. It's 82% time. It's a 10-day one though, so it means you're out of connection till way later. It's an eventual guaranteed success in a month. Terry, tempted to go back to this one We can reconvene real quick. Let me get my mercs in a row. We will reconvene on this. We know this one isn't going to wait, Owen. No, it will not. I need to know soon whether you can make this commitment. Some drinks, some nights out. It's painless. I'm asking you to come give Underworld cred to my club. In return, you can get access to Varner Brown leaders otherwise locked up in their towers. Get your mercs lined up, decide who's getting on my party bus, and get back to me soon. You will not be able to delay Owen's offer again. If you cannot commit, we will have to refuse. Okay, do we know when that deadline is? In 17 days. Okay. Good. Fair enough. That's fine. That's 100% okay. Because a 10-day timer puts it after pending heist. Which is... troubling. Like... It's less about Blur. It's less about Blur. It's more about the others. Because if I have to send 2 people with her, I gotta send 2 people. I gotta send 4 people in pending heist. One of them's gonna have to be me. One of them will probably be Rhino. It's okay. Let's look at our team. I've got 8 members. Blur doesn't count, unfortunately, because Blur is face. So I've got 7 members. Which is enough to send Blur and 2. It's enough to send Blur and 2 to deal with this, and I'll take the rest of them. So we'll send Blur and possibly like Zasha and either Ghost or Bell. Haven't quite decided on that one yet. One of the 2. But for that, Ghost needs to be healed up, and I need to figure out what this is first, because I'd like to get this sorted out at least before we do that. Anyway, let's have this conversation first. My source leaked an Ultratech Matrix host storing a valuable bioformula. Just hack the files in the set. Ultratech won't keep this valuable recipe in this host for long. The data courier will scoop it up and transport it to a lab. So the window of vulnerability is short. I paid good money to get the lead. I need to make this happen. What is it, Dr. Ash? It isn't something that would be valuable to you, but in my profession considered a blueprint for a variant of plasma I need to complete surgery and splice in cybernetics. It is carefully guarded by Ultratech so that we splicers are dependent on them for the expensive deliveries of their customized plasmas. The bioformula recipe will be in 3 parts, and I will pay for any part you can lift. We might be able to hack it for you then. Dr. Ash has offered a Matrix hunt job. One of our hackers must solo a Matrix host, and we will be paid per pay data file they can retrieve. A new job, Q-node crawl, is ready to be planned in the command HQ. Okay, so it is a full-on mission. And do we get to start that now? I think that we might just do that. Oh, or do we want to wait a day? Day and 12 hours. Let's have a look at this first of all. Hacking required, Grey Matrix host. So Sloop Hole Heist is a 2-stage mission. Q-node crawl is a 1-stage mission. We must make our own rewards by stealing whatever we can during the raid. It is 36k for each part of the bioformula. One thing I actually wanted to do, hang on, back up real fast. Because I know that you've got a damaged cyberdeck. Sure. However, what I want to do is... repairing would take 1 day. That's fine, that's not too bad. But the point is, like, we want... This is what? 10, 200, 300, 8, and 4. We had a line on something potentially stronger than that, wasn't it? That one was... So it was 10, 200, 300, 8, and 4. This is 20, 240, 360, 9, and 5. So this is a better... Also, this has actually got, like, deck armor as well. This one's slightly better. This one's slightly better, but this is a little bit better in deck armor and a little bit more IO speed and active memory. This is way better in both fronts. It's costs us 135. I'm going to do that though. I'm going to equip that from Potato. Hi, Potato. Right, you bought one of these. Lovely. Go back to Sultan. Hi, manage your deck. Can you swap the deck out? Actually, that'd be nice. Can you change your deck over? Swap loadout. Manage deck. Change deck. The Niklon Silor 11.0. Equip. Lovely. Scan, sleaze, deception, disarm, attack. We can put these in. We have a look. Actually, we can have a look at any new programs if we wanted to. Programs. Attack. We've seen attack 1. Sleaze. Attack 2 we haven't seen yet. Apparently we have 3 of them equipped. Really? That 3 seems wrong. Weird. So data filter... Load this utility program into active memory to gain a -10 AP and +8 cybernetic armor for as long as the utility stays loaded. Okay. Decoy gets deloaded first, right? This program prevents IC or Matrix security from unloading your other programs that are always volunteering to be unloaded. Unload this utility program, load it on to get cybernetic shield and cybernetic armor as long as it's loaded, and while it's loaded you also get... It is also unloaded before anything else is. Scan 2 is cheaper to use. It's a higher size. It has more charges. The higher... Yes, it has more charges. And it takes less AP to use. That's rating, right? I don't know what that number was. Yes, it has... This is 4 charges of 60 qubits and 3 rating. This is 4 rating, 100 qubits, so it's bigger. But it takes less AP to use and you get 6 charges rather than 4. Sleaze just goes past walls, and trace vector. Load this program to get +10 matrix damage as long as the utility program stays loaded. And nuke is basically just hits everything in the IC for a while. And disarm is the anti-trap IC. No, at the moment we're okay. Anyway, I'm happy to give this a shot. We'll do this right now. Hacking is required. Combat supposedly isn't. There's no mention of combat here. So we go mission planning. We can up research as well if we wanted to, but I think we'll be okay. Plan this path. Prep 1 work. Oh, it's just 1. It's literally just hacking. If it's literally just hacking, that's fine. That's 100% okay. If it's just hacking, I'm okay to just do this. Let's do this. Is it immediately hacking? This terminal has the matrix coordinates plugged in for the target major relay. Our 3 pay data files are somewhere. Let's go hunting. Okay, need some pre-hack juice. I better take it now. If you can't pull it off, head for the X and get out of there. Someone on the team will pick you up. Okay, so it's literally just a hacking mission. Interesting, because this is the mission. This is the map we used for the hacking tutorial as well. You know what to do, Sultan. Jack in and get hunting. The data streams won't wait. Okay, let's get the hacking. So you need 3 parts of bioformula. Okay, how big is this then? Let's have a... Fine. Different games use different things. Honestly, way smaller than... I was expecting this to be way bigger. Anyway, let's load in scanning. What do we have here? Terminal nodes, and these are just security nodes, right? Firewalls. So we will activate all the good stuff. Right, let's head down this corner. Let's head down this corner first. We have... The IO is fine. All we need to do is use stuff now, right? So, let's scan first of all. We found a CPU already. Right, let's just destroy that. We found a CPU already. We just go like flap thwap and get in there. 60 qubits, that requires 80 qubits to roll, so even that isn't going to help me out here. It could be that null op manages to do the damage we needed to do. I just don't know if it will. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my turn just traveling around and making sure everything's turned off. Scan this. Turn that off. That is the tracer. That's fine. Down here. We'll sleaze that. Scan's been turned off anyway. So we'll reconnect in there and call it a turn. Right, we'll reload that, and we'll move into here. We'll actually load in attack. Load there. Okay, first things first, scan. Ice pick, damage to hacker HP, causes stress when you take any action. So it is painful, however we can immediately attack it. Destroy that completely, scan it. Hidden trap. We have to destroy it, don't we? Bam, bam. So load this. Scan this again, spike it. Bam. That's a file, with at least an active one there as well, so we'll move over here. We'll scan this. Disarm the trap. Disable that. So Bioformula Part 1. File by file, we're taking what we came to get. There's more to find, don't let the Q-Sec slow you down. You have partial mission success. The mission will end in victory. The time limit ends... Oh, there's a time limit? Crap. 2 turns left to hard disconnect. Okay. No time to be messing around here. No time to be messing around here. We've got the first one. Next we'll head up here, then we'll go down here. Actually, we're almost down here. Yeah, we know what this is, so let's go. Let's prep over here, and we're ready to go in there. Actually, that was a fool. Okay, we have to do whatever we can right now. So I'm gonna get the load in that. Move here. Connect that. Scan. Disable that. Load these two. Move over here. Connect there. Prevents downloading. Right. Grab everything you can. Everything that isn't the bio. Oh, good. These are the 2 parts of the bioform. So that's actually everything we need. That's everything we require. File before we can get. Yep. Cool. That's everything. All your files belong to us? Well done, Sultan. Well played, now let's get you out of there. The mission will end in victory when the time limit ends or when Sultan walks the access zone. Yeah, let's keep going, because why wouldn't we, right? We have things in loading. Scan? We can just leave, that's fine. Scan this one as well. I can't disable's downloading. Okay, so let's do that. Do that. Download these two. Can we scan? Did we scan? What's this? This is a network endpoint. Remote login node. Did we scan you? We did scan you. And this is nothing. You got everything. Looks like we have everything. Right. Everything's been fully scanned, correct? I think so. Additional pay data we did get. We scanned all this. There's nothing else here. We've cleaned up we've cleaned out every zone, so we will just disconnect. We have no AP left anyway, so we'll just end the turn. You're made. Time to get out of there. If I have a few more seconds, I might be able to scrape a little more data. No, we grabbed everything. Sultan, you scored everything we came to get. Your mission is done. It's time to cut the cord and ditch this hideout. Alright, boss, I'm disconnecting. That was quick and fast and painless, actually. So we got 86,000, which is the correct value after payment reduced. Yeah, so 36 for the 3 formulas. No sim stream XP for Solomon. Okay, that makes sense. Annoying, but I understand that. 6 heat from hacking jobs, so considerable amount of heat. We got some files as well. But yep, that was pretty good. We got some experience. I wonder if that experience is just for you. It's just for you. You got solo experience there. Well done. And a level up for you too. Nice. Okay, let's see. Well, first of all, you leveled up. Class training. You get 1 more point and you can get 1 more talent if you so wish. This was the faked vitals. Range and AP cost reduction. AP cost reductions. Actually, you can make it cost 0 AP. Interesting. And charge. Okay. This is no op. Give it an additional charge, which I already gave you, and increase your damage, which honestly tempting because it could mean that you just basically blast it. 2 shots of this will basically hit every IC for a while, so it's not a bad call. That over here, so this would be Will. Rampage. When destroying IC, gain matrix damage for the remainder of the turn. Ripper compression, immediately freeze 25% of the IO max, but damages the connection. This can give us 0 interrupt. Debuffs all I see in the node are lagged until the end of next turn. Okay, this is with spoof. Buff your matrix avatar with 1 spoof token which blocks QSEC AI from taking action during a QSEC installation. Full expire if all tokens are used after 5 turns. Scapegoat. Bluff your matrix avatar with 3 scapegoat tokens, each of which prevents an active IC from increasing QSEC tally on death. Buff expires if all tokens are used after 5 turns. Trunk patch immediately repairs connection, reduces content tally by 5. Prank debuffs an enemy within 25 meters. This enemy will be picked the next time the SEC AI dispatches an agent to investigate an event. Lasts for 5 turns. Cannot target enemies already in combat, VIPs, drones, or headhunters. Flash hack. When attacked by a drone, immediately debuff with stunned. Skips turns. All moves. Okay, then that's cool. Upchain. Whenever your team killed an enemy drone, immediately debuff drones within 25 meters. And down shield, debuff drones. So this is anti-drone stuff. Other than like prank, this is anti-drone stuff. But this is I guess this is real world stuff, which is not really true because so is Fake Vitals. Matrix AP, Cyberdeck armor. Matrix AP, Cyberdeck armor. Will. We're gonna go for that. Good. I guess it's good. Okay. So that is done. We'll wait 6 hours for that to be done. And right now, Archangel's about to leave that. So what do we know about this mission? What do we know about this mission? It is mixed stealth combat, there's hacking involved. So hacking loot, so we want to grab... Oh, okay. That's part of the rewards written down, so in theory, that's good. In theory, that's good. Extra XP if completed with less than 10 3-sec level as well. It's a 2-stage mission too. I guess we'll start this one next time. We'll do a little planning now so that when you can start, so the next episode we'll just go straight into it. Like, we did a really long mission last time and I had to divide it after the fact and I wasn't a huge fan of that. It never works. It never divides neatly. So, I might wait until Archangel's out of the Slim Stream Trainer. Hype limit break. Sultan hype the hell up. Pick a single upgrade to apply. You can delay to check your character sheet, but you will gain no further hype while spending. It's okay. So, hype maxed out. Hype accumulates from small events, taking out an enemy boss, succeeding in a job, helping a friend. As hype reaches 80% plus, you can gain a hype limit break, which upgrades. You can gain hype limit break upgrades, which can mutate traits, add attributes, increase loyalty, or grant other powerful bonuses. Loyalty accumulates from large events such as story choices, and hype limit breaks leads to further story choices that from a place of trust and loyalty. Discontent is negative sentiment. Stress accumulates from small events, getting shot, failing a job, being left in the safe house while a rival goes on a mission. As stress reaches 80%, you'll consider stress limit break, which results in negative trait downgrades, increased pay rate demands, negative personal relationship outcomes, and can add discontent or reduce loyalty. Discontent accumulates from large events and high stress and can lead to major issues like desertion or betrayal. Okay, so what do we have here? We get use talent, care, and feeding. We can use a Char of Blur's talent to reroll the options available in this character's limit break. You cannot undo the reroll, but you have more than one charge. Okay, so we can reroll if you don't like this. So what do we have here? Fresh outlook reduces discontent by 10%. High discontent increases the power of effects of high stress and opens it. So this is just basically reduce discontent. Dedicated loyalty increases loyalty. A loyalty above 60% opens up additional bonus options when gaining 100% hype and new positive story outcomes. That is an option. That is definitely an option. I might delay the upgrade because I want to see what 0.6 Zero print is before we pick that. Anyway, Data Inferno. For 30 days, Sultan gets a constant buff. When hacking, gains plus 5 AP and plus 20% matrix damage. And increase zero print trait level from 1 to 2. When increased to, when hacking, gain mitigate any QSEC tally increases by -2, and plus 2 turns jamming for security devices from matrix. And hacking gain mitigate any QSEC tally increase by 1. Okay, so we currently have, when hacking, mitigate any QSEC tally increase by -1 and plus 2 turns for jamming. This just means the QSEC tally gains are reduced by 2. You know what? Cute as that is, I like the idea of pushing our loyalty high and seeing what that opens up for us. So we're going to pick up dedicated loyalty. It's going to increase your loyalty to 40%. When you're up above 60, your hype limit breaks are going to be nicer. So, boop. Sweet. Anyway, let's wait until you get out of there. We're running short of time to complete Octane's loophole quest. I know. Remember, your loan hangs in the balance. Forgiveness isn't cheap and isn't free. I need you to hit the finance relay. Every piece has to fall into place. When they do, we move. I am not one to wait when I want something. Time is short after image. Yeah, I know. We still got like 2 days left before someone who I want to basically go with us is coming out here. You have new conversations as well. New conversations. So this must be the proc gen stuff that turns up every once in a while, which is cool. I like that. I need to play bodyguard and help move on my courier safely. Need your mercs to help on a legwork to collect some debtors trying to stiff me. New conversation about your funds, about my son. Because we're about to go on this, right? We're about to go on this mission here. If we do that now, that means everybody's out and free by the time this turns up. So do I want to shove someone into... Like, do I want to put somebody into the SimStream trainer to basically backseat some EXP gain while we do essentially a big mission? That's an interesting one for me. I think that's an interesting perspective to consider. Like, do you want to put somebody in there while we do a big mission, specifically because we're about to do a big mission, and that could mean like a lot of XP gain. That I'm gonna get. Like, I'm gonna get a bunch of XP for this. Sultan's gonna get a bunch of XP for this. Archangel's gonna get a bunch of XP for this. Who's got a high loyalty? I have. The fact that my loyalty isn't 100% kind of blows my mind, but sure, because that's loyalty to me, surely. 40, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So I'm looking. Okay, so also, who's our stress levels high? Like, Archangel is coming with us because this is going to be a slightly stealthy mission. That's fine. We'll bring you with us. I think I might put you in the SimStream detox to lower your stress. I'll take Rhino. I'll take Archangel. I'll take Sultan. I'll take Blur. I'll put. So who's lowest level? Archangel. You're joining us because you're low level, so you're gonna gain experience because you're coming with us. Yes, you're joining us because you got stuff there. So, any things we can add? Leg grips? Anything we've picked up here? Pistol body mods? Optics? No, fine. Any change in armors? No, everyone's using the same armor, which is, I guess, fine. Yeah, so I think we'll put you into detox. So if you're in detox, the only two people who are not coming with us are going to be Ghost and Zasha. And Zasha has low stress, so Zasha's going to go into the SimStream trainer for this. Okay, right. So we're going to do. We'll start pending loophole heist next time, but we'll send you up here. Detox bench. Actually, I might have to do it from here, right? So Zasha. So Zasha sent to trainer. Zasha's in the SimStream. Bell sent to detox. You're currently detoxing in there for 7 days, which means Ghost isn't really doing anything right now. Hang on, okay. People are doing anything, so let's do a quick chat here with you. We need a bodyguard. Help one move my courier safely. You know how it is. I've got critical data I need to move, but it can't trust the network it's secured. Of course you know all about it. This is why Cyberknights were created in the first place. Regular couriers and cranes can get the job done these days, but a century ago, that's why Quantum Riders were first created. When Knights were first created, it was to protect the data, but now you use it to protect the meat. exactly where your team comes in. My courier has the data securely stuffed in headwear, but needs bodyguards. We might be able to protect her for you. Mongrels offered a bodyguard job. We will be paid to bodyguard to him. Okay, so this is a full-on mission. I was hoping it was going to be like legwork. I could just send out. Actually, is there some legwork here? I need one of your mercs on leadwork to collect some debtors who are trying to stiff me. They need to remember, if I patch them up, put the crumb in them, they owe me money. This isn't a UNA clinic for grey carders or something. I see how we put the fear back into a few of them. Word could get around quickly that Cyber Knight is collecting for you. Honestly, you wouldn't even have to do that much. Rumors about my clinic would run wild enough as it is. So let's send... Is word getting around that you've gone soft, Dr. Ash? It's growing pains, Blur. I am swimming in a larger pond and some of those fish want to test out their teeth on me. I'm climbing, not getting all mushy on the inside. So you're not offering to pay us? This is just too small for payment, After Energy. Your cruel buddy has to lift a finger. And you know I'm good for my favors. That's true, you are. So we'll put the fear of you back into them? Right, work for the job. Perfect, Ghost. You're exactly the person I wanted to send into this, and the fact that you're going into this is exactly what I wanted, so, yep. Plus 20% influence with the Ash, plus 2 favors. You get 1 attempt at this, it's an 82% chance. If you've been watching any of my Chrono Cross playthroughs on Twitch, you know that 82% chance is ridiculously low because I can miss 92s a lot of the time. There you go, Ghost. I'm probably going to enjoy this too much. Remember, Chopper, I still want them as customers, remember? It's, redundant, but sure. Okay, cool, so they're all there. So 5 ready mercs, that's not including Blur. So we will go back to pending hull. So pending loophole heist. Enter mission planning. We will do... so this is deserted construction. Infiltrate the abandoned skyrise construction site, reaching the bunker with as little trouble as possible. No hacking at all. Mixed stealth and combat. Okay, we're gonna... Because we're getting essentially 200,000 plus the lack of needing to pay this much. I'm happy to spend some money on this. So it reveals important detail about the job's location, so we'll buy that. We'll figure this out. So, oh, we know both of them. That's fantastic. Medium-sized area and featuring a mix of open and restricted sightlines. The finance bunker is a medium-sized area featuring highly restricted sightlines. So I guess Rhino is less useful in the second area than the first, but we'll find out what happens. Arrays of up to 4 sectally created now or later this turn. After that, we'll buy that from... See, that favor was 30,000, so it's not worth me spending 10,000 on that. I'll just buy that outright. Quantum reverb reduces quantum security tally on all matrix hosts. Less relevant. I think Sultan is pretty good at that. System malfunction disables all the level 1 security for the next 2 turns. Have I bought all the... Can I not buy that? There you go, buy that. Octane owes us a favor, worth up to 57,000. We're gonna get 2 favors back from you, don't we? We don't get favors from you from this. Yeah, 20,000 is fine. I'm happy to... If this thing is worth up to 57k, I'm okay to just, like, you know, do that. And calibration leak is only from Octane, so I'll take that. Perfect. And the quantum reverb... No, well, we got a bunch of stuff. We have a lot of stuff. I have to make sure to use this. That's good. We have to complete the whole mission with less than 3 sec levels. I wonder if sec levels carries on from version to version. So this first station here is definitely a... We're going to try to get through this with, like, no murder. The goal is no murder here. So, prep formats to deploy. Ah, crap. Rhino refuses. I didn't consider that, did I? You refuse working for D-Cartel. Right, back out. Back out! Damn it, I didn't consider that. I didn't consider that at all. Can I pull you out? By stopping the same stream, no longer... Is there any reason to... Okay, let's pull you out, just because... I guess you gain stress whenever you go in. Like that's the thing, right? You gain stress whenever you go in. So that's why there's like a, you don't want to just be pushing people in and pulling them out, pulling them out immediately, because there's a stress cost involved. You're already you're stress 20, so you go into the trainer. You can gain experience in the trainer then. If you don't want to be in this mission for Octane, which I understand. Let's be honest, I understand that. Actually, you didn't even gain the stress. I wonder if it's because no time passed. Anyway, we'll send you to the trainer, Rhino. And we'll sell... I'm glad we did this now. So prep for Mr. Training, we'll get in Zasha as well. That's suppressed, that is suppressed technically. Okay. So... anything I want to do before we start here? Anything else I want to pick up? Any, like... Is there like a level... So, filters... Pistols. Secure shot is the next level up from pistol, right? Does a little bit more accuracy, a little bit more damage. Other than that, it's exactly the same. What about swords? If I wanted to go swords-wise... melee. The swing blade is the level 2 version. So what's the difference? The slant blade? So, compare you to you. So you do slightly more damage. So the slant blade is pure kinetic. This one does kinetic and pure. The attack is a Plas Light attack. Plas Edge, Plas Light. Stealth kills, does more critical damage on the stealth hits. Has more armor shred. It's slightly more recoil, but it's a melee attack, so recoil isn't that relevant as far as I understand it. So what's the E-Cutter then? So if we compare, casually compare, take the Sling Blade versus the E-Cutter. The E-Cutter does more kinetic damage overall, has less armor shred, less of an arc, more ammo, more eye battery ammo, has armor cutters, powerful ion battery, provides limited ammo, blah 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 blah. When using power slice or improved power slice, target shreds armor at the cost of 1 ion battery ammo. So it shreds the armor, whereas this one just takes extra pure damage, which bypasses armor entirely. Okay, so I'm gonna buy a swing blade. Origami Joe. I'm gonna buy some secure shots as well. We're spending money, but we spend money to make money, right? Right, so back up a smidge. So defense, so we need to hop out because we need to make sure that they're all equipped with suppressors and stuff, because right, you remove the suppressor, detach, exchange that for a... Okay, so think about this. Okay, so who's going to use what? Is a big question, right? Who's using what for this mission? You got a defensor and a bull assault. You got a big sawed-off gun. A big sawed-off gun. Tarrasque Vent increases your optimum range and reduces recoil. Honestly, equip it. No one else is using it right now. Equip that. You really shouldn't be shooting. You're going to be like hacking and stuff, so I don't necessarily want the gun to be caught up in a lot of hacking stuff, so fine. Zasha, you know for a fact that you're swapping that out for the slant blade, that sort of for the sling blade. That's okay. You're going to get that new. And you got an auto gun, so that's fine. Which means that makes sense that the 2 guns that are going to get upgraded are going to be your defensor, secure shot here. Again, it's a straight upgrade. Compare that to you, straight upgrade. More accuracy, more damage, and more stealth kill. Other than that, it's exactly the same. Slightly more recoil. Slightly more recoil. That's only if you're changing targets. If you're shooting the same target over and over again, which is what we tend to do because we have to make sure the target goes down, that's fine. So we'll equip that. And it'll give you the, not the optics, sorry, the barrel. Always lows. So yeah, so your noise is now 10%, and then the other person's going to get that is going to be you. remove the gun, detach the silencer. Actually, interesting point. If I, attach the suppressor, if I change the gun, do you automatically detach the suppressor, I wonder? So equip the secure shot. No, I do not automatically, so I need to go back and find the damn thing with the suppressed gun, which is this one. Remove mods, there you go, remove mods. That's fine, attach barrel, attach the silencer here, boop. So you've got a slant, okay, you got a better pistol, but a slightly worse sword. Zasha's got a better sword, but also an SMG. Remy's got an assault rifle. Like, we don't want you to be shooting. Like, you got a suppressed gun if you need to be. If you're shooting, things have gone wrong. And then we've got a suppressed pistol and also a much better sword. So that's it, folks. I think next time, as of next time, we will be doing the loophole heist, mission planning. That's all done. Formix deploy. Yep. Next time we'll do this, folks. I will see you then. Bye bye.